Hey guys! So as promised, I'm going to continue with my Jennifer Lopez fragrance reviews, and today I'm going to be doing Love and Light, which was the second version of her Love and Glamour fragrance, which she released a few years ago. So I was able to get my hands on the gift set, and this one actually comes with the 1 ounce Eau de Parfum spray and the 200 milliliter Love and Light body lotion. She actually looks sort of really dark and like moody in this advertisement. I think it's just because her makeup, like her eye makeup it's very like smoky eyes, and her hair is very dark, no highlights or anything. She sort of has this like very determined look on her face, like she's really like scoping someone out. And her outfit kind of looks like it's made of silk. But she's not going out, like she's not going out on the town or going to like an event in this outfit, because really the whole story behind Love and Light is it's quite different than the Love and Glamour story. It got really dark all of a sudden. The Love and Glamour story was all about being glamorous and having that sort of external beauty and the lovely outfits and the jewelry, walking the red carpet. It was all about that glamorous lifestyle. Whereas this fragrance is all about inner beauty, and it's about the light that comes from within rather than the sparkle of the glamour that is external. Okay, so I've got the products on the table here, so I'm going to show you the design of the bottle. So again, we have the same design from the previous bottle of the Love and Glamour fragrance. So I actually have that one here, which I reviewed quite a while ago. So it's that same tall, kind of like J-Lo in an evening gown bottle design. Only this time, well, this one's smaller obviously because it's a smaller size, but like in terms of design, the coloring is a little different. We had that glamorous, sparkly gold color with the pink crystal, and now we have this sort of translucent, pale, mint green kind of shimmery color to it. It's actually really cool, especially when like the light hits it, because it has that it sort of has like hidden colors in it, hiding inside like the green parts. And the top of the bottle is that same sort of crystal, but it's in a very light pale green color. The lid comes off like that, and the sprayer is gold, and it says Love and Light Jennifer Lopez right on the bottom. Now this fragrance is quite different from Love and Glamour. Love and Glamour was light and sparkly and citrus. This one is a lot richer, a lot deeper. I think this is one of her most rich smelling scents. It's one of her strongest scents, and it sort of sets itself apart from a lot of her other additions because it's not fruity or light. It does still have that like J-Lo clean note to it, but it is quite different. So I'm going to give it a spray here. Yeah, I find it to be a very strong, powerful scent, which is good because, it's all about the inner beauty, not the outer beauty, and, that's why it has that that deeper kind of smell to it. When I first read about it, I actually thought I was really going to like it. Truthfully, I don't love this fragrance. I don't love it. It's not a bad fragrance, it's just really not something that I typically like to wear. But anyways, that's besides the point. So in the top note of the fragrance, we have mandarin, red currant, and pomegranate. So we have 3 fruits in the top, so you think, okay, it's a light or maybe heavy fruity scent. I have to say that I don't really think any of those fruits come out as strong as you might expect them to. Like, it's not a fragrance that when you spray you say, oh wow, that's pomegranate, or wow, that's wild berries. Like, you don't really think that. I think it's because the base of the fragrance is very strong, and the heart is very floral and strong as well. So those 3 top fruits don't really take center stage at all. Of the 3 of them, I would say it's probably the pomegranate that I smell a little bit more than the other ones. I mean, the other 2 could sort of be interchangeable. Like, I feel like they don't reveal themselves very strongly, whereas the pomegranate, you can smell that sort of fresh but not too juicy kind of fruity smell, if you know what I mean. And then in the heart of the fragrance, we get some jasmine petals, some rose crystals, and some velvety apricot. Now, what to say about this apricot? I don't know who this apricot thinks she is. I guess this velvety apricot decided to be fashionably late because I feel like you can't smell it at all. I'd never smell apricot in this fragrance. I love apricot notes, but you don't smell apricot in this. I never smell it. And if someone told me, oh yeah, there's velvety, beautiful apricot in the heart, I would just smack them across the face and be like, why are you lying to me? I feel like this really is that like strong, a little bit harsh smelling jasmine mixed with the fresh light berryness of the pomegranate from the top. That's kind of what I'm getting at this point. However, the base of this fragrance is where the dominating note lies. In the base of the scent, we have sensual musk, fine, praline, and patchouli. And it's the patchouli that is like the queen of this fragrance. For those of you who don't know what it smells like, patchouli is an earthy green herb, I guess, or a plant, and it has that very like green herby, like woody kind of scent to it. So that's kind of what this smells like. It has that earthy green woody scent. It's used in like a lot of fragrances to give it, a richer, deeper kind of smell. And that's what JLo was going for with this scent, so I understand her addition of the patchouli. I think one sort of flaw about this fragrance is that there's just simply too much patchouli, because I feel like it really takes over, and whatever memory you have of those top notes really gets destroyed. And you still have a bit of that jasmine floral heart, but I feel like it quickly becomes nothing more than a musky sort of patchouli. And it does have that praline, which is, adding a bit of contrast to it. But I don't know, I'm sorry, I really don't like this fragrance very much. Again, I think its main flaw is that there was too much patchouli. I think if it was a little bit lighter in that regard, and the other notes sort of balanced it a little bit better, then, I would have liked it more. But I think at this point it is a little bit too patchouli Godzilla. So, having said that, it's very strong, and it's very long-lasting. So if you've always thought, oh, my JLos, they just don't last long enough, you're not going to have a problem with this one. This one stays on you for a long time, and it projects far. Be careful not to spray too much, because I would say maximum 2 sprays. If you go more than 2, you're going to start doing some damage to the people around you, because it really has a strong aroma to it. I also have the lotion here. This is the Love and Light Radiant Body Lotion that comes with the gift. And this is, again, a very powerful lotion. But I have something interesting to say about this. You just wait and see. God, actually I have something terrible to say about it. Put it on, like, right now. In terms of moisturizing and, fulfilling the needs of a lotion, I think it does well in that regard. As for the scent, it stays true to the Love and Light scent, but if you thought this guy here had too much patchouli, then stay far away from the lotion, because I feel like with the lotion, it's like, it smells like I'm in a forest made completely of patchouli. Like, I don't even smell that refreshing pomegranate note, and I don't even smell the floral jasmine. I just smell patchouli, patchouli, patchouli. It's very, very earthy, woody green. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like this is a lot better than the lotion, because this has at least more of a development. Again, it's mainly that base, but you still get the brief top and the, the visiting of the heart, whereas the lotion just skips right to the main event. It's just like, there you go, enjoy yourselves. Okay, so I think you understand now what you need to like in order to like this fragrance. In terms of sizing, this again is the 1 ounce. You can also get it in 50 milliliters and 75. This one is 50, so that's what the 50 would look like. When to wear Love and Light? Well, I do think it is a classy scent. I do think it's one of her more sophisticated fragrances. It's not light, it's not really a daytime scent, it's not really a summery scent or fun scent. It really is more of an evening kind of fragrance, more reserved for fall or winter. And again, it's not really like a casual scent. I think it is a little bit dressier, and because it's so strong, it's something you want to sort of reserve for the evening time. Okay, so that's my review for Love and Light. I'm going to give you a quick summary of the fragrance. So Love and Light is one of Jennifer Lopez's strongest fragrances. It starts off with pomegranate, mandarin, and red currant. This very lightly refreshing top note of fruits is short-lived, and we quickly get into the heart of the fragrance, which is the jasmine, the rose, and the velvety apricot. The velvety apricot decides it has better things to do with its time than show up to this event, so it doesn't even bother. The rose is kind of there, but it's not really doing much. The jasmine, however, does make a nice floral debut, but this is quickly overshadowed by the base of the fragrance, which is praline, sensual musk, and patchouli. The patchouli being the dominant note of the fragrance that really, in my opinion, kind of overpowers the rest of it and kind of covers what this fragrance could have been. You know, the sad thing about it is that it's supposed to be about inner beauty, the light from within, and I feel like, you know, these notes are the light from within, but the patchouli kind of like covers them up and doesn't truly let them shine. So I feel like the light is just trapped in this bottle. It's trying to escape, but you know, it's not a transparent bottle, it's a translucent bottle, so not all of it can escape, and I feel like it's more about imprisonment than being free. Maybe I'm looking too far into it, but that's what I feel. That's my emotion right now. The lotion is a patchouli monstrosity, so please adore the patchouli before you get this, because this is earthy, it's green, and it is rich. Reserved for evening wear, fall or winter. Quite sophisticated, not really casual. Okay guys, that's the end of my Love and Light review. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you understand my criticism of it and you don't get mad if it is one of your favorites. Okay, that's the end of my review, so I'll see you guys next time for Deseo Forever. That's my next JLo review. So yeah, look forward to that, and I wish you a wonderful night.